arresting you on suspicion of breaching your community protection order by being in less than 100 metres from a police station. I'm also arresting you on suspicion of being found in an enclosed premises. Do not have to say anything that may harm defence. You do not mention one question, something which later on.
Welcome to Rate the Audits, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal content, protect rights, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to us by Brett Chamberlain. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Brett walks straight into one of the dumbest and most costly police blunders I've ever covered. He steps into the police station's privacy room, a room he had already been allowed into before, but two officers storm in and start questioning him as if he'd broken into a vault. Brett brushes them off, but suddenly they arrest him for breaching a court order that has absolutely nothing to do with him. It's one of the most embarrassing misidentifications you'll ever see, and Brett turns this disaster into one of the biggest payouts I've ever covered on the channel.
This isn't public access in here.
Yeah, but I'm in conversation with her.
I know, but this isn't a public access area, so you can just head out into here for me.
I'm in the middle of a conversation. This is so that I can have a private conversation. Yeah, but I'm having a private conversation with him.
Okay, you're not at the minute though, so if you could just head out on here, because this is a private room. Thank you very much.
Sure. Right. What's your name again, sorry?
As I said, Tony.
Tony and Lucy, was it?
Yeah.
All right.
Correct.
And you're 8013.
7536.
And you want to know how I managed to get through there?
Yeah.
Why are you so curious about that?
See, are you not going to tell us? I
Restricted area.
ultimately, we can look at the cameras. If you can tell us, that would just be quicker for everyone involved, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't see what I need to tell you.
Okay, well, we'll wait on it.
Why are you so curious about that then?
Because it's a locked room, that's all.
Maybe I've got superpowers.
Do we know who can access the cameras in the front office? Staff, I don't know.
The way these officers reacted, you'd think Brett had slipped past biometric scanners and security beams, but all he did was open a closed, unlocked door with zero signage. In policing and premises law, that matters. If there's no warning and no barrier, a member of the public has no reason to assume the room is off-limits. Brett didn't force entry, didn't bypass anything, and didn't ignore any instructions. The truth is simple: if the police expect a room to remain private, it's their job to lock it. They didn't, and that's a failure of procedure, not a crime. The fact that they escalated the situation by checking cameras instead of admitting their own negligence shows exactly why this whole incident spiraled out of control.
Have you just come out of custody?
No.
No.
Well, I did go and see custody.
You want to go seek her?
Yeah, I was just having a look
Did
round.
they help you?
Well, she opened the door for me, but I just was having a look round.
I think we just need to make sure that this door is secure, that's really...
Yeah.
Because you're not committing any offences, so we just need to make sure that the door is secure, that's all. I wonder if it's just been left slightly...
But that's just a private room, isn't it? So you can have a private conversation rather than having a public one out
Get
here.
into it, were you? I'm out of the police station. Don't want you in the police station.
Why not? It's a public building.
I think you've got bail conditions not to be in them.
No, I haven't.
You've got a CBO condition, have you not?
No,
What have you got then?
nothing at all.
Calm down.
What's CBO stand for?
Criminal behaviour order.
No, I haven't.
My colleague's just going to get some details. And we'll work it out from there.
How are you not, how can I not be allowed to go in a police station then? It's like not being allowed in a hospital if you had a road accident or something. If I've got business to be in here.
The male officer refuses to let Brett back into the police station, a public building, based on nothing more than, "I think you've got a CBO." He hasn't even confirmed it yet with a colleague checking his details. He just acted on a hunch and treated it like established fact. You don't restrict someone's access to public services on a guess, especially when the person is literally telling you they are waiting for a specific officer they had already been speaking to. A criminal behavior order is a serious post-conviction court order that places strict restrictions on someone's movements and activities. You don't just think someone has one, you must know, because getting it wrong means unlawfully denying a completely innocent person their rights.
What's your business to be in there?
Well, I have got business to be in there.
What's your business?
I'm inquiring and following up about an illegal arrest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well that remains to be seen, doesn't it?
What, as to whether it was illegal or not? You know my name, do you?
Yeah.
Because obviously that gentleman in there, who's very polite actually and very helpful, he knows who I am. What would happen if I went in the police station then?
You'll be breaching whatever order it is that you've been given.
Well, I haven't been given any orders. When you get, just tell me how you get given the order, because as far as I know, there's no order. How would it have been presented? In some sort of document form, wouldn't it?
Usually, yeah.
And I'd have had a bit of paper or a bit of writing on there saying...
Or you may have been to court.
No, I haven't been to court. Only in jury service. I'm allowed in the police station until you can prove that otherwise, aren't I?
Brett ends up doing the officer's job for him, and his logic is bulletproof. If a criminal behavior order exists, it comes from the court, it's recorded, and it's formally served. You would have stood before a magistrate or been properly notified, and you'd have paperwork outlining the terms. By calmly asking, "How would I get it? Would I have been given documents?" Brett forces the only sensible answer. If none of that happened, then either they've got the wrong person, or there is no order at all. Before blocking someone's access, the officer should have verified Brett's identity properly with full details. Run the system for a live CBO against that confirmed identity, confirmed service, and the specific terms of the order. Professional standards require evidence-based action, not wild guesses.
For the moment, no, because we don't want you in there just at the moment.
Why not?
Because we believe that you're breaching a community order.
Community order?
Yeah.
How else would the community order work then? So, for example, would it be for like antisocial behaviour or...
I believe so. I haven't seen the order myself.
Yeah, there would be. What I'm getting at is there would be a reason, would there, as to why you're not allowed to do something. Is that right? Yeah, and that would be down there as well. What sort of things could you be given that sort of...
There's a multitude of things.
Oh, go on. These are what I'm interested in. Hiya.
Hello. Can I just confirm your name is Julian?
Some people call me that, yeah.
Okay, fine. Julian, the time is 1:15 p.m. I'm arresting you on suspicion of breaching your community protection order
I haven't got a community protection
by being
order.
in less than 100 metres from a police station. I'm also arresting you on suspicion of being found in an enclosed premises. Do not have to say anything that may harm defence. You do not mention one question, something which later will lie in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah. But
You're under arrest now, so you're not allowed your phone.
She asks, "Your name's Julian," and Brett truthfully replies, "Some people call me that." That answer should have prompted her to verify everything properly. Legal name, spelling, date of birth, and confirmation checks. Basic policing. Instead, she treats a casual nickname like a legally confirmed identity and jumps straight to arrest. It's a catastrophic failure of procedure, and the charges she invents are even worse. She arrests Brett for breaching a community protection order, then adds, being found in an enclosed premises, which collapses instantly under her own statements.
I think we just need to make sure that this door is secure, that's really...
yeah.
Because you're not committing any offences, so we just need to make sure that the door is secure, that's all.
She openly admitted he hadn't forced entry. She admitted no crime had taken place. Then she arrests him for the exact thing she had already confirmed was not an offence.
So what happened was I was arrested. They used force against me and put me in cuffs and bent my fingers back. They stuck me into the back of the police van and took me around to the custody place where I was told that I'd breached a behavioural order and I'd got into a secure area. Well, I protested my innocence, and they looked into it and discovered that they had arrested the wrong person, that there's another person with my name and date of birth who had a behavioural order against them, and they thought that that was me, and like I say, arrested me for it. And then this secure area I got into, well, the door was ajar. It's in the public foyer where you have a private conversation with the police staff.
Brett was hauled off to custody like a dangerous offender, all based on an identity they never properly confirmed. Once he arrived, the truth unraveled instantly. The person they were looking for had the same name and date of birth, but was not Brett. That alone shows how recklessly they acted. They arrested a man on nothing more than a guess, with no verification, no due diligence, and no basic safeguards against misidentification. And then came the final embarrassment. They accused him of entering a secure area. But even in custody, they had to admit what Brett had been saying all along. The door wasn't locked, it was ajar. It was the public privacy room, a space designed for members of the public to have confidential conversations with staff. By the time custody staff realized he was completely innocent, the damage had already been done: unlawful arrest, pain from the handcuffs, and a total failure of professionalism from start to finish.